Hi everyone. In this video you are going to learn one of the beta-lactam antibiotic, and this antibiotic is a widely effective antibiotic with less side effects. So let's start. Here we have an antimicrobial agent, penicillin. This penicillin was first discovered by a scientist, Alexander Fleming, from a penicillium mold, a fungi. As I told you, this penicillin is from the group of beta-lactam antibiotic. In our previous lecture, we have discussed that there are number of beta-lactam antibiotics like cephalosporin, carbapenems, monobactams. So this penicillin is from the group of beta-lactam antibiotic. And here is the structure, basic structure of that beta-lactam or penicillin. So this is the structural feature of beta-lactam antibiotics or penicillin. This one is the site of cleavage by bacterial penicillinase, an enzyme which break this chain from here. In this beta-lactam basic structure or penicillin basic structure, this R stands for the variable groups. And when certain group attach here, then from that we can determine the drug's stability to enzymatic or acidic hydrolysis. Let's learn the mechanism of action of this penicillin, how this penicillin stops or inhibits the formation of cell wall in bacteria. So the mechanism of action of penicillin is different in both gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria. This one is plasma membrane of bacterial cell, peptidoglycan, and the space in between these two is periplasmic space. In this gram-positive bacteria structure, you can see this is the plasma membrane, inner one. The middle layer is of periplasmic space and the outer one is peptidoglycan. In case of gram-positive bacteria, penicillin can easily enter into the bacterial cell. Because penicillin molecules are too small enough to pass through the spaces of glycoprotein in cell wall. You can see there is no any outer layer in gram-positive bacteria, and the penicillin don't found any hindrance to enter into this bacterial structure. It is very easy for penicillin. In case of gram-positive bacteria, penicillin can easily enter into the bacterial cell. On the other hand, innermost membrane is plasma membrane of bacterial cell. The middle layer, middle space is of periplasmic space as in the gram-positive bacteria. The outer layer of gram-negative bacteria is made up of glycopolysaccharides and proteins. So in case of gram-negative bacteria, penicillin enters in a different manner. The gram-negative bacteria have thinner cell wall, but the external surface have cell membrane that block passage of water-soluble hydrophilic molecule like penicillin. This lipopolysaccharide lipid plus protein layer inhibit the passage of water-soluble molecule. Lipo means there is involvement of lipids or fats. Penicillin can still enter into the gram-negative bacteria, but here penicillin enter in a different manner by diffusing through aqueous channel called porins. And what are porins? Porins are the outer membrane proteins which are large enough to allow diffusion of most penicillins. I hope you understand this whole mechanism of action which are performed by the penicillin in order to enter into the gram-negative bacteria. The difference is just of the outer wall. In gram-positive bacteria, there is no any outer membrane which create any hindrance. But in gram-negative bacteria, the outer membrane of the bacteria is made up of lipopolysaccharides, lipids and protein layer, which hindered the penicillin or any water-soluble substance to enter into the bacteria. Let's discuss other aspects through which penicillin perform their action. Number 1 is penicillin binding proteins. These penicillin binding proteins or PBS. These PBS are bacterial proteins that bind to penicillin and other antibiotics of beta-lactam class. These bacterial binding proteins are actually the bacterial enzymes that are involved in the synthesis of bacterial cell wall. So when we take or when the penicillin attacks on the bacterial cell, so it inhibits that penicillin binding protein in order to inhibit the growth of bacterial cell. When the penicillin interfere with these enzymes, penicillin binding proteins, then automatically what happened? The death of bacterial cell occur. So this is the mechanism of action of penicillin by acting on the penicillin binding proteins. Now, inhibition of transpeptidase. As we know, this as suffix indicates there is enzyme. So transpeptidase is an enzyme. First thing which I want to tell you, bacterial cell wall. The bacterial cell wall is a strong, rigid and highly crossed-linked polymer and composed of polysaccharide chain with peptide cross-linked with the help of transpeptidase. For this formation, there is involvement of an enzyme which is called transpeptidase. Penicillin inhibits transpeptidase catalyze reaction. In this way, penicillin hindered or inhibit cross-linkage which is essential for bacterial cell wall synthesis. As the penicillin inhibit this transpeptidase enzyme which is very important in the formation of bacterial cell wall, as the bacterial cell wall cross-link structure is because of the function of this transpeptidase enzyme. Penicillin inhibit this transpeptidase catalyze reaction and in result the hindrance or inhibition of cross-linkage occur which is very essential for bacterial cell wall synthesis. The next is autolysins. So mostly the gram-positive bacteria produce degradative enzymes. These autolysins are degradative enzymes that participate in the normal remodeling of the bacterial cell wall. Autolysins are the enzymes which are mostly released by the gram-positive bacteria, which help the bacteria in their remodeling. So what penicillin does? Penicillin inhibits the production of these autolysins. So this is all about the mechanism of action of penicillins, antimicrobial agent of the class beta-lactam. I hope you understand this lecture. Don't forget to subscribe my channel Learn Science with me. Like this video, share it with your friends. Thank you.